Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel Upcoming Cyclone Updates. This is the latest hurricane season analysis for United States 2024. First, if all of you are watching this channel for first time and still haven't subscribed, so subscribe now, so you don't miss any important updates and watch complete video for getting better information. Thanks a lot. Americans should get ready now. Temperatures for northern Atlantic Ocean and Gulf of Mexico are now higher than above, and also the eastern Pacific Ocean temperatures are now higher than above. The expected La Niña will replace what has been an historically strong El Niño, forecasters said. There is a historical tendency for La Niña to follow strong El Niño events, the Climate Prediction Center said in a recent forecast. Can La Niña worsen the Atlantic hurricane season? Yes, according to the Climate Prediction Center. La Niña can contribute to an increase in Atlantic hurricane activity by weakening the wind shear over the Caribbean Sea and tropical Atlantic basin, which allows storms to develop and intensify. It's one of the reasons forecasters have predicted a hyperactive hurricane season in the Atlantic basin this year, with one forecast expecting as many as 33 named storms. An average year sees 14. Wind shear refers to the change in wind speed and direction between roughly 5,000 to 35,000 feet above the ground, NOAA said. Strong vertical wind shear can rip a developing hurricane apart or even prevent it from forming. This is what can happen in the Atlantic during an El Niño, when Atlantic hurricane activity is often suppressed. Atlantic hurricane season officially starts from the month of June, and it is expected to form a first hurricane of Atlantic during the month of June. The first hurricane is subject to name Alberto that might affect the coasts of Caribbean or even the United States, including Florida and surrounding coastal states, but it's still essential to note the progress of waves and other factors to determine the clear data. Sea surface temperature is currently very much warmer, that will result in a very significant hurricane formations in both Pacific and Atlantic Ocean. The 2024 Atlantic hurricane season begins on June 1st, and preseason forecasts indicate it could be another memorable year. In 2023, the U.S. mainland only experienced the direct impacts of one hurricane, causing the quietest season for the lower 48 in more than a decade. Despite a lack of U.S. impacts, 20 named storms formed, which included 7 hurricanes. The season occurred during an El Niño cycle, which is known to suppress tropical activity in the Caribbean, Gulf of Mexico, and Atlantic Ocean due to vertical wind shear and cooler water temperatures. The opposite global weather pattern is expected to be in control in 2024, leading to more favorable atmospheric conditions across the Atlantic basin. When you have an El Niño like we did last year, in general, the storm pattern is to take the storms up before they get to the islands, and before they get to the U.S., said Fox weather hurricane specialist Brian Norcross. Now that we've switched to La Niña this year, there's colder water in the Pacific that tends to create a pattern that lets storms come a little farther west and also gets them more likely into the Caribbean. And of course, once the storm gets in the Caribbean, sometimes they get up into the Gulf and affect Florida, and so forth. Colorado State University Outlook. Experts led by Phil Klotzbach believe the 2024 hurricane season will be extremely active and release their busy seasonal outlook ever issued during April. The CSU team expects 23 named storms. Of those, 11 could become hurricanes, and at least 5 could become major hurricanes with winds of at least 111 miles per hour. North Carolina State University Outlook. Unlike CSU, forecasters at NCSU released ranges of expected tropical cyclone activity, but came to the same conclusion as their counterparts that it'll be an active hurricane season. According to NCSU, 15 to 20 named storms are expected to form, with 10 to 12 that may grow into hurricanes. At least 3 to 4 hurricanes are expected to strengthen into major hurricanes. University of Arizona Outlook, citing expected water temperatures from the European Center for Medium-Range Weather Forecasts ECMWF model, U of A forecasters said to expect 21 named storms, 11 hurricanes, and 5 major hurricanes. Storms should form easily and often this year, tropical weather experts stated. Thanks for watching.